All right, here we are, taking a dive into the Funko Universal Monsters, not the original release, but currently we are in 2024, and these are a new release at this time, at the time of setting up this video. So, big fan of the Universal Monsters. I wanted to do this in a MIB style, a mint in box. Big fan of MIB Master 1979 mint in box review channel. So we're gonna take the influence of MIB for this in-box review. So which figures has Funko released just now? I put them in their assigned number numerical order. We have a Frankenstein at 1630. We have the Bride of Frankenstein clocking in at 1631. The Gill Man, aka the creature from the Black Lagoon, at 1632. This one I think is a bit of an exclusive. Good old Wolfman right here at 1633. And it wouldn't be complete without good old Vlad Dracula at 1634. So again, we're going to leave the figures in their boxes, but let's take a look at the box art and then the actual figure art. So I think I saw somewhere that this was called the Deco style, and I'm not an expert on the terminology, but I suppose where that came from is they said there were heavier lines. So in my estimation, it's like a comic book inker went really thick on their line work and put in some really neat styling, as well as the colorist came in. So now that we've seen the side packaging of Frankenstein here, and let's spin the box a little bit, we can see now the backdrop on this one, right? We can see that it's got a bit of a green color going on, and we can see it lists the other 5 figures also. I see I'm casting a bit of a shadow with my hands here. Maybe I should have oriented everything to go the other way. As always, says collect them all. You can download stuff on the Funko. Let's just see what they got going over Scan, Track, and More on your Funko stuff. But now let's look at the actual figure. And again, I really, really like the initial release of Funko. But just look at, again, that line work and look at that coloration. Now, again, we are outside in the Gilligan hut today, and so we have some passersby just outside the border of the hut, and that's all right. Well, I'm sure we're going to have some airplanes come and go as we usually do when we shoot outside, but I'm trying to make sure I get in a good, good color depiction of Frankenstein and his outfit there. The blue highlights and the yellow highlights on his skull. So now let's move on to the Bride, and again to compare backdrop to backdrop. So she's got kind of the same pattern as he does, but in the different colors, black and purple. So that's pretty cool. And let's take a look at her actual figure. Again, the side art showing, giving reference to that extra blue shading. And yes, they are spectacular for sure, for sure. Again, she doesn't have the same forehead work there, but as the Bride is known for her two-tone hair color right there, they've added in a really excellent purple hue. Her stitch work is right in there. The gown, her surgical gown from when she comes off her creation table, it's all right there, and it's all good. So there's the Bride. Again, typically I like to go in chronological order from the creation of the monsters, so Dracula first, then Frankenstein, and so on. But I thought I'd go ahead and go with the numerical order that Funko designated for them. So now, again, checking out the back of the box, now we have a similar green color to that which Frankenstein has, but also just a bit of a different pattern. Maybe we're looking at some under the sea branch work right here. I would guess that would be what they're trying to go for. So let me again give a good highlight to the side art and how well it matches. Let me get rid of the glare and let me come right in on close. So see again the yellower tones toward the top of his head, flushing out the multi-hue effort there on the gills. Come to recent debate, does the creature have teeth or not? So I think when you're a Funko size, that's not the best variation or iteration of the character to try to decide if the Gillman actually has teeth, but he is absolutely there represented. The claws have a little yellow at the tip of the claw, and then his body is, his center abdomen and chest area have their conventional depiction as they do. So again, these are so much fun, and these are so cool. Moving on to the Wolfman, my childhood favorite guy, and again, as it says right there, Funko exclusive. Again, Larry Talbot, classic lighter colored shirt and darker colored pants. But again, this one, I hope it's showing decently on camera. Got a little bit of a purple element into the light blue shirt. And again, if anything is consistent or common across this line of Funkos, it's getting some nice color variation across the face. And just look at those orange, the use of orange across the bridge of the nose, and then the multicolored, the brown base. Then you got at least 4 different colors in here: yellow, orange, a darker color, got to be black. And again, keeping those conventional Funko eyes that are that Funko is known for. All right, last up is the first up. Here we go, Dracula. So now look at the forehead here. I should be consistent. And let's look at the back of the box. So we're looking at, I guess, the inner lining of the opera cape for Dracula. It has to be what they're going for there. And let me bring Drac himself in a line. So again, of all of them, maybe on Frankenstein and Dracula, the rich lines across the forehead are most noticeable on Frank and Drac. But again, you got those blue specks highlighting. Again, very, very, to me, similar to what comic book colorists would do, what comic book inkers would put together. Again, I'm trying to fight against the glare. But look at the finger placement. Again, similar to the other Funko line. There's his medallion and his vest. Again, the red on the inside of the opera cape. And this guy, not as many colors highlighted on the side of the head as is Bride of Frankenstein, but absolutely, there you go. Fun looking group. So I just wanted to come out as we're approaching Halloween season, and there's plenty of good stuff literally going around here. These are definitely worth having. I was going to hold off on them, but by good fortune, I have a wise wife who went for the online purchase. So other people are saying they hope that they'll continue the line and get out the Metaluna Mutant, get out the Phantom, get out the Mummy. So I would imagine that Funko would go ahead and expand the line as time goes. Let's hope for that. So this has been a Funko Universal Monster Dive-In on the Mr. C channel. We'll be back again with some good stuff, hopefully some entertaining stuff coming at you again. Thanks for watching, and we are out.